Howdy, so today we're going to change our window latches. And I'm going to show you what they look like, what the old one looks like, what the new one looks like. And they're kind of a pain, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to replace them. The latch for 8800 series windows on our Solitude. They use them for lots of different models, but I'll show you the item number, the part number, and how I changed them. Liebert says you have to take the window out and take the window apart. Well, there's no way I'm going to do that. But I'm going to show you how I replaced them. And get yourself a little Dremel tool, and I'll show you how I did it. So stay tuned. You can see here the new latch is much wider here than the old latch, where just this little piece broke off. So the latch obviously wouldn't hold the window up. So this new one's got a lot more plastic there. So I think it's a little better design, but they work. So these are for 8800 series windows. I got these from Liebert. They were about $6.95 a piece, something like that. There was another site that didn't have a picture of it, so I wasn't sure it was exactly what I wanted. But they were like $3.95 a piece, plus shipping. So all in, and I ordered 4 of them. I used 2, I got 2 spares. So all in, it was $43 from Liebert with shipping. So, you know, it's just one of those things that you got to deal with. And if you have one of these things break off, then the new ones are a little bit better. Hello. Tammy and I are going to be replacing these latches on our windows. And the little mechanism, the little part of it that engages the track, snapped off. And so there's nothing that holds this window up in here, up in the track. So we've had a heck of a time trying to find the right ones. But I think I found the right ones, and we're going to replace these today. So stay with us as we replace these little latches. This is the replacement latch. It's a little different than what's in there, but I think it's a good thing, because you see the tip is a little more thicker, a little more robust, so maybe it won't have a tendency to snap off the end of this thing. But you got to be careful opening and closing these windows and not let it fall, because it'll snap the end of this latch right off. And that's what's happened to one of our windows. And like I said, it took us a while to find the right ones for this, and I'll tell you about the windows and the part numbers. And I ordered this from Liebert. So I'm going to show you how we're going to change these little catch pieces that engage in the track up here to keep the window up. So I think it'll work just fine. So here we go. I'm going to start out by removing that Phillips screw, and then that should let the latch move over here. And then I'm going to have to grind out this little ridge that's in here, in this track, so that I can get the latch out of there. And normally Leaper will tell you have to remove the window to change these latches. Well, I ain't going to do that. But I'm going to start out by removing that Phillips screw, slide this latch all the way over, and then use my Dremel tool to grind out this edge that's in here, so that then I can just pull this straight out. So let's see how this works. Okay, you can see that little edge in there, and that's supposed to keep the latch in the track. And that little edge is what I'm going to grind out of there with my Dremel tool. So let's get to it. Okay, as you see, I've ground out the bottom track, but I left about 1.5 inches or so next to the outer edge, just to keep the new latch in the track. And you can see that's the old latch right there. It'll just pull right out, and you have to get up in there and ground out the top of it as well. I don't know if I can show you that, but you got to grind out the top and bottom of that little aluminum edge that's in there. So the old one's out, and as you can see, in the top of it is the spring. You can see the spring in there, and you have to put that in the new one, new latch that you're putting in. The screw that goes down through there is what's going to hold it in the track. So let's get the new one in. Okay, I've got the new latch in there, got the spring in there, and I took a black magic marker to clean up my oops where I scratched the frame just a little bit. But nobody's ever going to see it, and the window is going to stay up now. And I got the screw back in it, so it works now. One down, one to go. Okay, so there you have it. I've got both of the new ones in. The screws back in. So you don't have to grind out a whole bunch of the window track. Just enough to get the old latch out. And there's the other one. So just grind out top and bottom of that little aluminum track in there, and then the old one, pull it back this way and start the front of it out, and then it'll come right out. So all I got to do now is clean up a little bit, and I just use a black magic marker to touch up some of the places, but that's pretty much it. And the screens, I saw somebody asking the other day, I took the screen out. It's here, so the springs are on the left side. And so you just put the screen in, collapse the spring, and let it come back to the right, and that's how that comes in and out. So anyway, done. Latches in. Everything's fixed, so we can open this window without having to prop the thing up. So, another repaired by Steve and Tammy, right? Right. You can see here the ordering information, the item number, the description, and our windows are 8800 series windows. but you can see the ordering information. So search for item number in the RM08407-1 in the description if these are the kind of window latches that you have. But that should get you going anyway, and I've shown you how I removed the old ones, put the new ones in, and don't lose that spring, because I'm telling you, if it goes twang, you'll never find it. But just put the screw in the top sill again, and it'll keep the spring tension on it to keep the latch closed. So I guess that's it. Another repair done by Steve and Tammy on a Saturday afternoon.